Who are the richest people in each state in the U.S.? These billionaires made their money in everything from agriculture to video games. They live everywhere, from Arizona to Wyoming. Welcome to another episode of Lavish Anthology. Subscribe to our channel to stay up to date with the latest uploads. Let's get into today's video. Arizona, Ernest Garcia II. City, Tempe. Net worth, $8.6 billion. Rank, 246. Source of wealth, used cars. Garcia's fortune stems from Carvana, the online used car and auto loan platform started by his son, fellow Arizona billionaire Ernest Garcia III in 2012. The pair took the company public in 2017, and it now has a market capitalization of more than $20 billion. Arkansas, Jim Walton. City, Bentonville. Net worth, $66.2 billion. Rank, 16. Source of wealth, Walmart. The youngest son of Walmart founder Sam Walton, he chairs the family's $27 billion assets. Arvest Bank, his brother, Rob, Walmart's former chairman, is right on his tail as the second richest in the state at an estimated net worth of $65 billion. California, Larry Page. City, Palo Alto. Net worth, $111 billion. Rank, 6. Source of wealth, technology. From one tech billionaire to another, the Google co-founder took over the title of California's richest person from Meta founder Mark Zuckerberg. Though he stepped down as CEO in 2019, Page remains a board member and controlling shareholder of its parent company, Alphabet. Colorado, Philip Anschutz. City, Denver. Net worth, $10.9 billion. Rank, 180. Source, investments. Anschutz built a fortune through decades of investments in the oil, railroads, telecom, real estate, and entertainment industries. He sold his minority stake in the Los Angeles Lakers in July 2021, but still owns the NHL's Los Angeles Kings and part of the Los Angeles Galaxy soccer team. Connecticut, Dalio. City, Greenwich. Net worth, $22 billion. Rank, 71. Source, finance and investments. From humble beginnings on New York's Long Island, Dalio went on to build the world's largest hedge fund firm, Bridgewater Associates, which today manages some $154 billion in assets. Dalio stepped down as co-CEO in 2017, but remains co-chairman and co-chief investment officer of the Connecticut-based firm. Florida, Thomas Petterfy. City, Palm Beach. Net worth, $20.1 billion. Rank, 80. Source, discount brokerage. Petterfy is the founder and chair of Interactive Brokers, the specialized trading platform he started in 1993. The self-made mogul isn't just Florida's richest resident, he's also a significant landowner with about 500,000 acres across the Sunshine State. Georgia, Bernard Marcus. City, Atlanta. Net worth, $8.7 billion. Rank, 241. Source, Home Depot. Marcus co-founded Home Depot in 1978 and is one of 3 billionaires to make a fortune from the home improvement retailer. He surpassed Cox Enterprises heir Jim Kennedy as Georgia's richest resident this year. Hawaii, Larry Ellison. City, Lanai. Net worth, $106 billion. Rank, 8. Source, technology. In 2020, the Oracle co-founder, chairman, and chief technology officer officially moved to Lanai, the 90,000-acre island he bought nearly all of in 2012 for $300 million. Now, the software tycoon only has to compete with one other known Hawaii-based billionaire, eBay founder Pierre Omidyar, who has about a tenth of Ellison's net worth. Idaho, Frank VanderSloot. City, Idaho Falls. Net worth, $2.9 billion. Rank, 1,053. Source of wealth, nutrition, wellness products. VanderSloot founded and runs 𝐦𝐨𝐤𝐤, a self-branded wellness company that sells more than 450 products, ranging from health supplements to eco-friendly household cleaners. He's known to throw a huge fireworks show in his hometown of Idaho Falls every July 4th. Illinois, Ken Griffin. City, Chicago. Net worth, $27.2 billion. Rank, 53. Source of wealth, hedge funds. Griffin founded Chicago-based hedge fund Citadel, as well as market maker Citadel Securities, which is responsible for one of every 5 stock trades in the U.S. In March 2022, he put in a joint bid with the Ricketts family, the owners of the Chicago Cubs, to purchase the stake in Chelsea's football club, owned by the embattled Russian billionaire Roman Abramovich. Indiana, Carl Cook. City, Bloomington. Net worth, $11.1 billion. Rank, 177. Source of wealth, medical devices. Cook is the CEO of Cook Group, the medical devices business started by his parents in their Bloomington apartment in 1963. The company generated nearly $2.5 billion in revenue in 2021 through its sales of catheters, dilators, stents, and more. Iowa, Harry Stein. City, Adele. Net worth, $6.9 billion. Rank, 350. Source of wealth, agriculture. The son of an Iowa farmer, Stein became fascinated with seeds at a young age. He later turned that passion into Stein Seed and made a fortune licensing corn and soybean genetics to multinational companies. Kansas, Charles Koch. City, Wichita. Net worth, $60 billion. Rank, 21. Source of wealth, Koch Industries. The Kansas native has spent decades at the helm of Koch Industries, the second largest private company by revenue in the U.S. The maker of Dixie cups and other household items has come under fire for its decision not to shutter its business in Russia amid the war with Ukraine. Kentucky, Tamara Gustafson. City, Lexington. Net worth, $8.5 billion. Rank, 251. Source of wealth, self-storage. Gustafson owns an 11% stake in Public Storage, the storage giant, co-founded in 1972 by her father, B. Wayne Hughes, who died in August 2021. She owns Spendthrift Farm, one of America's top thoroughbred breeding farms in Lexington, Kentucky. Louisiana, Gail Benson. City, New Orleans. Net worth, $3.8 billion. Rank, 778. Source of wealth, pro sports team. One of the most powerful women in pro sports, Benson is the principal owner of the NFL's New Orleans Saints and NBA's New Orleans Pelicans. She inherited control of the teams after her husband Tom Benson's death in 2018, which sparked a since-resolved years-long dispute among Tom's family members. Maine, Susan Alphon. City, Scarborough. Net worth, $2.8 billion. Rank, 1096. Source of wealth, shoes. Alphon and her 3 siblings inherited the spoils of the shoe empire, founded by their late father. Harold Alphon sold Dexter's Shoe Company to Warren Buffett in 1993 for $420 million of Berkshire Hathaway stock that is now worth billions of dollars. Maryland, Stephen Bisciotti. City, Millersville. Net worth, $5.9 billion. Rank, 431. Source of wealth, staffing. Baltimore Ravens. After being overtaken by Danaher chairman Mitchell Rales last year, the Baltimore Ravens owner is back as Maryland's richest person. Bisciotti's billions come from 𝐥𝐤𝐬𝐷 Group, the largest staffing firm in the U.S., which he started out of a basement in 1983 with his cousin Jim Davis, who is also a billionaire. Massachusetts, Abigail Johnson. City, Milton. Net worth, $21.2 billion. Rank, 75. Source of wealth, money management. Johnson has served as the CEO of Fidelity Investments, one of the largest asset managers in the world, since 2014. She owns an estimated 24.5% of the mutual fund giant started by her grandfather, Edward Johnson II, in 1946. Michigan, Daniel Gilbert. City, Franklin. Net worth, $22 billion. Rank, 71. Source of wealth, Quicken Loans. A serial entrepreneur, Gilbert co-founded the $22 billion market capitalization Rocket Companies, the largest mortgage lender in the U.S. in 1985 at 22 years old. More recently, he helped launch online sneaker sale platform StockX, which is valued at $3.8 billion. Minnesota, Glen Taylor. City, Mankato. Net worth, $2.5 billion. Rank, 1,238. Source of wealth, printing. Taylor bought a wedding service business for $2 million in 1975, and it turned into Taylor Corp, one of the largest private companies in the U.S. The Minnesota-based billionaire also owns stakes in the state's NBA team, the Timberwolves, its WNBA team, the Lynx, and the Minnesota United FC soccer team. Mississippi, James Duff and Thomas Duff. City, Hattiesburg. Net worth, $2 billion each. Rank, 1,513. Source of wealth: tires, diversified. The Duff brothers turned the struggling tire business inherited from their father into a $3.5 billion in revenues empire. They now own and run at least 18 companies, including the trucking company KLLM and the construction firm T.L. Wallace Construction under the Duff Capital Investors umbrella. Missouri: Pauline Macmillan Kyneth. City: St. Louis. Net worth: $8.8 billion. Rank: 235. Source of wealth: Cargill. Macmillan Kyneth is the great-granddaughter of the founder of Cargill, the largest food company in the world and largest private company in the U.S. by revenue. She owns an estimated 13% stake. About 90% of Cargill is still owned by the family. Montana: Dennis Washington. City: Missoula. Net worth: $6.9 billion. Rank: 350. Source of wealth: construction, mining. Washington's first jobs were as heavy crane operator as an employee for his uncle's construction business. He started the diversified business group Washington Companies with a $30,000 loan from that same uncle, and now has billions thanks to investments in copper mining, shipbuilding, and regional railroad. Nebraska: Warren Buffett. City: Omaha. Net worth: $118 billion. Rank: 5. Source of wealth: Berkshire Hathaway. Despite being the 5th richest person in the world, the Berkshire Hathaway CEO and Oracle of Omaha still lives in the same house he purchased in 1958 for $31,500. Buffett has promised to donate 99% of his wealth to charity and has given away more than $45 billion so far. Nevada: Miriam Adelson. City: Las Vegas. Net worth: $27.5 billion. Rank: 50. Source of wealth: casinos. The widow of casino magnate and GOP mega donor Sheldon Ellison became a billionaire in her own right when he died in January 2021. She now owns more than half of the roughly $30 billion market capitalization Las Vegas Sands gambling empire. New Jersey: John Overdeck. City: Millburn. Net worth: $6.5 billion. Rank: 386. Source of wealth: hedge funds. Overdeck co-founded the quantitative trading powerhouse 2Sigma, which has some $60 billion under management. He surpassed the Garden State's 2001 richest resident, Mediacom founder and CEO Rocco Commisso this year. New York: Michael Bloomberg. City: New York. Net worth: $82 billion. Rank: 12. Source of wealth: Bloomberg. The media mogul, former mayor of New York and failed presidential candidate, increased his net worth by an estimated $23 billion over the past year. Bloomberg's fortune comes from the eponymous finance-focused media and information company he co-founded in 1981 after he cut his teeth at a Wall Street investment bank. North Carolina: Tim Sweeney. City: Cary. Net worth: $7.4 billion. Rank: 321. Source of wealth: video games. Sweeney co-founded and runs Epic Games, which is also based in his hometown of North Carolina. The Fortnite developer, which brought in $5.1 billion in revenue in 2020, was valued at $28.7 billion after raising $1 billion in an April 2021 funding round. Ohio: Les Wexner and family. City: New Albany. Net worth: $5.8 billion. Rank: 438. Source of wealth: retail. Wexner, the former CEO and founder of L Brands, has severed nearly all ties with the retail empire he built over more than 5 decades. He dumped some 30 million shares in mid-2021 amid ongoing scrutiny over his relationship with his late financier Jeffrey Epstein, and now owns less than 2% of the Victoria's Secret and Bath & Body Works parent company. Oklahoma: Harold Hamm. City: Oklahoma City. Net worth: $17.2 billion. Rank: 98. Source of wealth: oil and gas. The youngest of 13 children born to Oklahoma sharecroppers, Hamm runs one of the largest independent oil companies in the U.S., Continental Resources. He replaced Tom and Judy Love, the owners of the Love's Travel Stops and Country Stores chain, as the state's richest person after nearly doubling his fortune since last year. Oregon: Phil Knight. City: Hillsborough. Net worth: $47.3 billion. Rank: 27. Source of wealth: Nike. Though he retired from the company in 2016, Knight still owns nearly a quarter of Nike, the shoe and clothing giant he famously co-founded with his former track coach at the University of Oregon, Bill Bowerman. Knight is $44 billion richer than any other Oregon resident. Pennsylvania, Jeff Yass. City, Haverford. Net worth, $12 billion. Rank, 156. Source of wealth, trading, investments. After winning big with poker and horse racing in the 1970s and early 1980s, Yass applied his knack for gambling to options trading when he co-founded 𝐦𝐨𝐫𝐞 International Group. The trading firm has since become one of Wall Street's largest and most successful. Rhode Island, Jonathan Nelson. City, Providence. Net worth, $2.2 billion. Rank, 1,397. Source of wealth, private equity. From college radio DJ to private equity titan, Nelson founded the Rhode Island-based Providence Equity Partners, which has invested in more than 170 companies to date. He stepped down as CEO in January 2021, but remains executive chairman. South Carolina, Anita 𝐦𝐭. City, Charleston. Net worth, $1.7 billion. Rank, 1,729. Source of wealth, chemicals. 𝐦𝐭 runs the South Carolina-based Intertech Group, a privately owned chemicals manufacturer with about $3 billion in annual revenue. She took over as CEO after her late husband, Jerry, who founded the company, died of a brain tumor in 2008. South Dakota, T. Denny Sanford. City, Sioux Falls. Net worth, $3.4 billion. Rank, 883. Source of wealth, banking, credit cards. Sanford owns the Sioux Falls-based First Premier Bank, which specializes in credit cards for high-risk borrowers. According to ProPublica, the banking billionaire has been under investigation since 2020 for the alleged possession of child pornography. Thomas Frist Jr. and family. City, Nashville. Net worth, $21.8 billion. Rank, 73. Source of wealth, hospitals. A former Air Force flight surgeon, Frist co-founded the Hospital Corp of America, which owns and operates 187 hospitals and 2,000 sites of care across 20 states. It also has locations in the UK. He no longer has an executive position at the healthcare chain, but both his sons, Thomas Frist III and William Frist, sit on the board. Texas, Elon Musk. City, Austin. Net worth, $219 billion. Rank, 1. Source of wealth, Tesla, SpaceX. The world's richest person, Musk, has vowed off almost all physical possessions and sold the last of his 7 California homes in November 2021, though he claims to have set up camp in a modest $50,000 rental property near his aerospace company SpaceX's rocket launch facility in South Texas. The Tesla CEO has reportedly been living in a luxury mansion owned by a wealthy friend. Utah, Gail Miller and Matthew Prince. City, Salt Lake City, Miller. Park City, Prince. Net worth, $3.2 billion. Rank, 951. Source of wealth, car dealerships, Miller. Cybersecurity, Prince. There's a tie for the title of Utah's richest resident. Miller is the owner and chair of Larry H. Miller Management, and she is also the former owner of the Utah Jazz NBA team. Meanwhile, Prince, a newcomer to the billionaires list in 2021, is the co-founder and CEO of the publicly traded web infrastructure and security company Cloudflare. Virginia, Jacqueline Mars. City, The Plains. Net worth, $31.7 billion. Rank, 41. Source of wealth, candy, pet food. Mars' fortune comes from the candy company founded by her grandfather in 1911. She and 2 brothers each inherited an estimated 1/3 when her father died in 1999. Her brother John is the richest person in Wyoming. Washington, Jeff Bezos. City, Seattle. Net worth, $171 billion. Rank, 2. Source of wealth, Amazon. Though he can no longer claim to be the richest person in the world, the Amazon founder is still the wealthiest resident of Washington state, since stepping down as Amazon CEO in July 2021. Bezos has focused more of his attention on other ventures, including his commercial space company Blue Origin. Wisconsin, John Menard Jr. City, Eau Claire. Net worth, $16.6 billion. Rank, 104. Source of wealth, home improvement stores. The oldest of 8 children, Menard grew up on a Wisconsin farm and founded the Menard's empire of more than 300 home improvement stores, largely based in the middle of the U.S. Wyoming, John Mars. City, Jackson. Net worth, $31.7 billion. Rank, 41. Source of wealth, candy, pet food. Mars inherited an estimated one-third of the candy company founded by his grandfather in 1911. The Mars empire has since expanded into pet food, which today makes a significant portion of its business. And with that, we've reached the end of this video. If you enjoyed this video and found it interesting, don't forget to leave a like and subscribe for more content just like this. Thanks for watching. See you in the next one.